Roll all day, baby.
Missing great stuff. Gold, pearls,
Yeah,
pearls, I tell you. And here we are in beautiful, is it Venice au Quebec or Venice du Quebec?
Venice du Quebec with an S.
The Venice of Quebec with an S. And I'm with the one, the only, the inimitable Gary George. Welcome to the show, Gary.
Hi there. Mr.
Gary,
McD.
yes, I was thinking about that actually when I was riding out here, is that we have known each other for about 25 years.
Holy shit.
Which, considering I've only been in Canada for 26 years, is quite impressive.
You would have been lost without me, but...
Absolutely. So for this episode of Rubber Side Down, we've got the one and only Gary George. How long have you been riding for, Gary?
Since I was 14. Before that, bicycles. 14, I got a Vespa scooter.
14.
175cc. I also got my first QPP ticket.
So when did you get your license then?
When I was 16, 2 years later.
Was there a riding, did you have to go to a riding school to get a license back then? How did it work?
I went to driving school for a car, and then there was a checkbox on the form if I wanted a motorcycle license too, so I checked it, and
they just gave you one.
Yeah, and then
things have changed.
And then I paid $45, pretty much give or take on average, over the years to keep that 6A rating.
Even if you weren't riding, you still had to pay to keep
20
it.
years I stopped between 28 and while the kids were growing up, and then I hopped back on it right around the time.
Right, that's it. Well,
yeah,
that's how you got me back into it, because you got back into it because
so
you were riding that Yamaha.
It has been a while.
Okay, well, I've got 10 questions for you.
Shoot.
Okay, here we go. Bread, milk. Oh no, that's nice. I got to get that on the way home. Sorry.
Cool. Saddlebags.
What was your first bike ever? You started to tell me.
Like I said, Vespa 175cc, which I inherited from my sister Nancy and her ex-husband Peter. They toured around Italy on it, shipped it back to Atlantic Canada, and decided to put it on a train because they didn't want to ride it anymore. 2 people, full luggage, did Europe.
That is impressive.
Yeah, so it ended up in our driveway, my dad and mom's driveway, and so I started drooling over it because, my friend up north, Brian Lobb, who's still my friend all these years later, he had just got his first motorcycle, a Honda mini bike CT70. It looked like a motorcycle, sounded like a motorcycle, but it was small. No, it was.
I like the Honda Grom kind of thing.
Yeah, it was. A little two-stroke 70cc, and so he was riding around on that, and I ended up on the scooter because we brought it up north. Couldn't use it in the city, and so I was tooling around the back roads with my buddy Brian, and his brother also picked up a motorcycle along the way. Brian was the only one who was street legal. His brother, also named Gary, was not, but he was riding, I forget what he was riding. And I had that Vespa scooter. I took it everywhere. I went right through high school on that thing. Once
Literally,
I recovered from the ticket.
you did go through high school with you, didn't you?
Yeah.
With Renato. I heard that story before.
Yeah, you probably have.
How many bikes have you owned?
Let me see. The Vespa, Kawasaki 125 dirt bike, Honda 350 Scrambler, Honda CV 350 street bike, Big Paws for the kids, and I also had a Hercules 175 cc Enduro. Scariest bike I ever owned. After that, kids born, everybody grew up. Next bike I got was a Honda 500 Silverwing, which lasted all of maybe 4 months, and then the aforementioned Yamaha 600, and my current and still rideable Suzuki Bandit.
Okay.
You do the math.
So I got to 8.
Okay.
Favorite bike that you have owned?
My Suzuki Bandit.
Oh, that was easy, wasn't it? That was
I've
quick.
had it since 2011. Just turned 160,000 kilometers this summer and still going strong.
That's impressive.
Mm.
But they are a bulletproof bike anyway, the Bandit
Yeah.
1200, and
Yes.
they're very sought after in the UK. Incredibly
Yeah,
sought after.
there was
for
a
good reason.
UK model line. There was one in the US, and there was one somewhere else. I'm not sure. There was 3 model lines of the 1200, anyways. And yeah, definitely Britain. They liked it for the sports riding
Yeah.
stunts and wheelies.
Exactly.
First 3 gears.
Exactly.
Yeah, hard to keep the front wheel down.
It is.
Mm.
If give you a blank check, what would be your ideal, perfect dream bike today to go out and buy?
Suzuki Bandit 1200. I love that machine.
You're nothing
I
if
might,
not
I
consistent
might spring for a new timing chain, because I put a timing chain
in the Bandit.
Yeah, I put a timing chain in at 80,000 kilometers, and now I'm at 160, so I'm probably due for a timing chain.
Okay.
So that's what I would spring for. Other than that, I would actually probably buy another Bandit. I'm not really into sports. I'm into sports touring, but
Not really
not the touring bikes per se.
Okay.
Haven't got there. Eventually, I'll settle on an electric wheelchair, I guess. And I don't know. We'll see how far I get.
Bandit fairing.
There you go. Yes.
Worst crash?
Worst crash? I've
Never. Well done.
The closest near miss was with my buddy Renato. We were coming home from the local watering hole up north along a dirt road. I was on my Kawasaki 125. I had Renato on the back because he had a cast on his leg, having had an accident with his RD 400 a few months earlier. And we're coming back. My headlight popped, so I had no headlight, and I had 2 guys behind me, so I was using their lights, and we got all the way very close to our country place. And there's one part where the road loops around, and you got to lean into the curve. I started going around that curve, and then I had no light, so I looked like this to see if light was coming,
because it's not coming, right?
and when I looked forward, I was in the trees,
Okay.
cutting straight across.
Well done.
And all I had was so I let the bike go, and I was literally going through the forest. No bike, because I heard it crash. And then I came out on the road, blah, 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 boom. My 2 buddies from behind came screeching around the corner, and then said, "Oh no, my forks." And then where's Renato? He comes hobbling out of the forest. "I just broke my leg. I don't need another one." That was probably the worst, or it could have been the worst.
Okay.
Yeah.
It's question 6. And favourite destination for a day ride and chill?
Wow. Well, I'd like to say Venice to Quebec. It's pretty
This
nice.
has been very nice, hasn't it?
Yeah, and there's several like within our Montreal radius, and I think we've been to them all by now. So the one that I'm at currently will do for today, and probably the one I'm at next week I'll mention that.
Most enjoyable motorcycle trip you have taken?
Well, there's the Gaspé tour
with Aurora.
No, with you. Aurora's tour was an
that-
adventure. That was on a 350, my CB 350. Full
Okay, so-
camping gear and 2 grown adults. The Gaspé coastline.
When you think about it and you do it
Yeah, that
in
was
later
fun.
life on a bigger bike, don't you think, how the hell did I do this?
Well, one time, we had our food in one saddlebag, which were like basically 2 cotton knapsacks thrown over the back of the bike. And we were coming around a corner, and some of those corners when you're coming down into Gaspé.
Yeah.
And I had a lot of weight on that very small bike, and we sort of we're just about to miss the corner, and I would have ended up in the trees, but there was a little French fry stand, and I pulled and I slid it. I slid in over there, and it's, "What are you doing?" I figured we'd stop for lunch. But shortly after that, I lost our food saddlebag. So we were without food on the way back because, we were running on spare change. We literally broke open our piggy bank and rustled up $200 and went around the Gaspé on it. And we ran out of food. Aurora used to work at the Eaton's, so she had a dining room pass. So we stopped in Quebec City and it had roast beef. And then we made it home.
You can't make this stuff up.
That was a really good trip.
See?
Ours was pretty good too.
Ours was pretty good too, I have to say. Ours was pretty good too. Okay, country, other than Canada or the US, you would most like to ride in, and if you have a country in mind, any routes or destinations that stick out in particular?
I'd like to try Italy. I'm going to have to practice my traffic circles. But yeah, I know there's some wonderful roads in there. We had the privilege of staying in Tuscany with some two friends who toured us around the whole valley, and I'd love to do that on a motorcycle.
Yeah, the Amalfi Coast, all that area, it's beautiful.
Yeah,
right? Yeah, I
Cinque
agree.
Terre.
Yeah, that's one of my definite lists as well.
Yeah, for sure.
Two easy ones to think about to finish off with. Thing that you hate most about car, bus, truck drivers when you are riding?
Aside from everything, it's hard to be specific. What I really fear the most are slow drivers in the fast lane. That's a pet peeve of mine, and literally, there's no getting around it. It just is.
The one-liners are great. Man.
Yeah, no, that's it's very dangerous, and just get in the right lane.
Yeah,
and that's fine. And like you see, even when I'm in the right lane, the guys in the passing lane are zipping by at like 130, 140, depending what road you're on, and you're doing in the regular lane 110. And then you still run into the same guy in the slow lane who's doing 60. I mean, what are you doing on the highway? Get off the road. So yeah, that's my major pet peeve would be that.
Okay, and the final question of our 10 questions for Gary George. Drum roll. Picnic table roll. This isn't even wood. I just realised it's composite.
Lasts forever.
Are you? Do you wave at other riders always when you can? Sometimes, never.
When I can, I do, and I wave to one and all. That little kid on the scooter was almost ran into the ditch one time. Hey, I'm not quite ready, sir. Whoopsie, bit too young. But yeah, I know some people have things against those spider vehicles, and yeah, to me, you're on the road, you're enjoying the outdoors. Good on you, buddy. Enjoy the day. That's what it's all about.
It's not really a motorcycle, though, is it?
Hey?
It's not really a motorcycle, though,
No, but they're out there having fun, causing havoc on the road.
Thank you, Gary.
Yeah.
This was Rubber Side Down with the one and only inimitable Gary George. Please remember to like, subscribe, and share. This is All Bikes Are Beautiful. Signing off. It's a lifestyle. Cheers, mate.
Ciao, man.
Thank you, buddy.
Hey, you're